Ho, ho, ho. Hello, everybody. It's Santa here with another great episode of Dear Santa, the podcast where Santa gets to ask questions about Christmas to some of his favorite people in the world. Well, let me tell you about our guest tonight, Dr. Catherine Moore. So, for over 30 years, Dr. Moore has been a language and theater arts educator and has taught at Moravian Academy in my favorite town of Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, since 2006. With her Power of Story course, Dr. Moore transforms traditional narrative study to an experiential story laboratory filled with blended learning, collaborative activities, and story fieldwork in our community. As the story doctor, Dr. Moore is an edutainer. I love that play on words, Dr. Moore, who delights young audiences and fun-filled storytelling workshops that make every story jump out of the book and come alive. And that, boys and girls, is why Dr. Moore is in the Nice Book. Dr. Moore, welcome.
I'm in the nice book, Santa.
Absolutely.
Oh my gosh, a dream
How
come
are you?
true.
It's so good to see you.
I am well, Santa. How are you? You are probably getting to your busy season.
Oh my goodness, night and day. We are building toys and getting ready for the big trip. The elves are incredible, and Mrs. Claus and Millie, the head elf, are really, as I've said before on this podcast, I'm kind of the face of Christmas. They're the ones that make things work. And without all the elves and Mrs. Claus and Millie, the head elf, I don't know if we'd be ready. But we've had a lot of really good boys and girls this year, and
Mhm.
so the list is really long. And we're just excited. It's going to be a banner year at the North Pole, but
Well,
I just can't wait.
teamwork makes the dream
There
work,
you
and
go.
I can't imagine that one person alone could do everything that you do, Santa.
Not at
So
all.
I understand about collaboration, helping hands, and
Very
getting
good.
things done. Absolutely.
No, that's fantastic. I appreciate it, and I loved your use of the word edutainer. Tell me about that. Tell me, did you come up with that? Because I might use that sometime.
You're welcome to it, Santa. So what I see as an no, I think I didn't come up with it. I think
Okay.
I heard it somewhere.
Okay.
But it's, smashing together educator and entertainer. And I think learning can be fun. I have always believed that. And it's fun isn't just for the little kids, it's
Mm-hmm.
for the big kids too.
Absolutely.
Okay. And even though I teach big kids mostly every day at school, I think they need some fun. I think they need some fun in learning because when you have fun while you're learning, you learn so much. You learn so much. So that's why I like to say that I'm an edutainer because we have a lot of fun and you're learning some things. You're learning what I like to do with my stories, Santa,
Mm-hmm.
is I choose stories to work with little ones and big ones,
Okay.
big students as well, that help you with your emotions. So social emotional learning. And I love stories that help us feel better in our heads and in our hearts. That's one of my favorite things to do. So that's why edutainer.
Well, that is wonderful. And I've been looking forward to talking to you for so long because I know you are a
Mhm.
great storyteller. You're doctor, you're the story doctor. And so I
Yes.
can't wait to hear your answers to some of the questions that we cover. So let's jump right in Christmas now if we can,
Okay,
okay?
let's do it.
So Dr. Moore, tell me, do you have a first memory of Christmas?
Uh, well, Christmas is always such a big holiday in my family.
Mhm.
And I had two other sisters. I still do have two other
I was going to
sisters.
say I think you still
I
do.
still, I still do. And Christmas morning. So I can't pinpoint my first
Okay.
absolute Christmas morning, but what I can say is that what I remember most about Christmas at my house growing up was staying up later in the evening and looking out of the window. And this is before satellite was able to track you, Santa.
Okay. Yep.
This is you know how they can do
Oh,
that
do I
now.
ever? It's getting tougher and tougher.
I know you got to watch out
Mm-hmm.
about that.
Absolutely.
But this was way before any kind of tracking like that. We always put candles in our windows. I think a lot of other people do that too around
Mm-hmm.
this time
Yes.
of year. We put candles in our windows, and all I remember, like the earliest Christmas memories, is me on Christmas Eve looking outside of my window with that candle lighting up what I could see and looking out to see if I could find you where you were. And I could never find you, but I would get too tired, so I
Yep.
would go to bed.
Well, and that's good because I wasn't going to
Yep.
come to your house until you were asleep. So
I
that's
know
how
that's
it works.
I know.
And to be
So,
honest, we moved so fast in the sleigh, it would have looked like a shooting star to you if you did see us. So you might not even really have known that it was me
mm,
because we moved pretty quickly. We've got a lot of houses to get to. And there's
oh,
a
I know.
little time
I know.
differential. It's a lot of interesting things that we do when we
Right.
fly.
And so that was like when I think about earliest memory, I think about looking out and that candle
Hmm.
providing that glow. And it's very comforting to think about that memory because it's just so beautiful, right? And
Yep.
then going to sleep and then Christmas morning, which is always the best.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So
Yeah.
tell me about Christmas morning. So first, let's start when you were a child, and
Yes.
then let's transition to now with your family. Tell me about Christmas
Yes.
morning. Did you have to wait until mom and dad were up and having their coffee or their orange juice, or did you
Mm.
have to have breakfast? And tell me a little bit about that. I'm really curious as to what your family tradition was.
Yeah. So the way I remember it is that we would all get up, we would go to church,
Okay.
and then we would come back and do the presents.
That's
So
got
there
to
was
be
a
tough for a little one.
it was a little bit of waiting, Santa.
I
I'm
was
not
going to
gonna
say.
lie. I'm not gonna lie. But it was always very fun because you know how in some families people take turns
Mhm.
with one present. Now you open another present and
Yes.
then you. When we got to the present, Santa, you won't believe what we did. All my sisters and I, we just tore into our presents. Just it was wrapping paper everywhere.
I'm
It was
sure.
a wonderful, joyful mess of everything around us. It was so much fun to do it that way. So it was really funny when I have my family of my own now and
Mhm.
learning about my husband's traditions. Everyone takes their turns in opening presents on Christmas
Okay.
morning. And, there are pros and cons to, the present opening, and that's okay.
Right, right.
But one of my favorite things that we do now that I learned about through my husband's family, and Santa, Christmas traditions vary from family to family.
Absolutely.
As
Everyone does
Yep.
things a little differently.
Now, I want to tell you about something very special that happened that I learned about through my husband's
Okay.
family. And growing up, he did not have an elf on the shelf. I know you know about
I
those
do.
elves that do that.
They're the scout elves. Yes, I do know about them.
Yes,
But they weren't they're a fairly new phenomena. We didn't have
right.
those probably when you and your husband were children. They're something that kind
No,
of developed just to help us keep an eye on children.
right. Well, let me tell you about what he had in his family growing up that now we have in our family.
Okay.
And it's kind of like you get to know one of these helper elves if you know someone and they had
Mhm.
them and they're your family, and it kind of grows that way. So it's called a brownie. And it is a special kind of elf, which you probably know about. It's
Yes.
another helper elf.
Yep. Not a lot of people
And
know about the brownie elves, by the way.
no, they don't.
Yep.
It's very
It
special,
really
very
is.
special. And so what happens is that around getting near Christmas,
Hmm.
right around when the decorations start getting very festive and you start thinking about, oh, we should start doing something and getting Christmas decorations up and getting a tree and getting the stockings, all of a sudden you might realize and look around your house and spot a little elf that
Hmm.
will appear. Now, these brownies will choose somewhere very high
Yes. They
because
like a good vantage point of everything.
they like to watch
Mm-hmm.
and they like to make sure the Christmas spirit is there and that everything is going well for Christmas.
Yes.
And then when it gets closer to Christmas, these brownies will move. You can't see them move.
No.
They either move so quickly or they move when you're not watching.
Usually it's
They'll,
when you're asleep. They'll creep along a little
yeah,
bit. Yep.
that's exactly right. I've tried to see it too.
Yeah.
I can't follow them.
Yeah.
But when it gets closer to Christmas, they move closer to the tree.
Mm-hmm.
And then when it's Christmas, you know what happens. They jump right in that tree.
Absolutely, they do.
And that's how they get back to where you are.
Yes. Yep. Yep. The magic of the brownies that works through the Christmas tree. It's
Yes,
they're the only elves that have that kind of magic to do that.
it's amazing.
It really is.
Now, I have such a story for you, Santa. I have
Okay.
such a story. Wait
Okay.
till you hear this.
All right.
So, my mother-in-law, my husband's mother, also grew up with a brownie in her house.
Mm-hmm.
And so,
A lot of times they
usually,
tend to stay with the same family.
yes,
Mm-hmm.
exactly, exactly. And so, usually your oldest and wisest relative who've grown up with brownies kind of has the knowledge,
Mm-hmm.
right? And so what she did one year, you're gonna love this, Santa. I'm have a prop. She wrote a book for for
Oh
for
my
our
goodness.
family. She wrote the legend, I can't do
There
it,
you go.
of the legend
Oh
of
my
Santa's
goodness.
brownie.
That is
She wrote a
phenomenal.
book. Yeah, she wrote a book
Look at
that
those little
goes,
guys. Oh my goodness.
yeah, that goes through this. She made it very
Oh,
personal.
that's wonderful.
Yep. And this book of secrets is only given to special people from special families who
Mm-hmm.
know about brownie
Yep.
secrets. And so and there's a wonderful picture. You're going to love this
Oh,
too.
look at that.
Yep. Yep.
They're not as
It's
mischievous as the new elves on the shelves, but they could have some fun sometimes.
right. Can I read just a little bit from the
Sure.
brownie secrets?
Please.
Secrets about brownies. Brownies are invisible most of the time. Most brownies like to live with the same family. That's what
Mm-hmm.
you said, Santa. That's true. Children can often see brownies when grown-ups cannot. So usually my children were able to see the brownie before me and
Okay.
my
That
husband.
makes sense.
It does make sense. Brownies are good little helpers and are always kind to the people they live with.
Yes.
Right, there's no mischievousness to
No.
them. You're
No.
correct. They're
They like
really,
to have
really,
fun, but they don't do anything to mess up your house or anything like that.
no,
No.
no, they don't. It says here sometimes brownies are very funny
Mm-hmm.
and sometimes they are very shy or and can disappear.
Very true.
And brownies love Christmas,
Yes. That is
of
so
course.
wonderful. Oh my goodness.
And here you are. You're in this too, Santa.
There you go. Look at that guy right there. Oh my goodness.
You're looking good. Haven't
Oh my
changed.
goodness. What a wonderful
Yes.
gift from your mother-in-law for your family.
Oh my goodness. This is so special to us
That is so
because
wonderful.
brownies are so magical. And now I have this to give to my grandchildren if I
Exactly.
have any, and their and so on. And it's such a beautiful thing.
And
I
that's what
love it.
Christmas is about. Dr. Moore, it's the traditions, it's the handing down, it's the love of things in the story and yeah,
Hmm.
those brownies are going to be with your family generations and they have been for generations. And it's
Yes.
what a wonderful gift from your mother-in-law though, turning that into a true story for your children and for
Hmm.
someday, you know, possibly your grandchildren and on down the road and
Exactly.
oh my
Love
goodness, I
it.
love that.
Yes.
That made my day. I got a little chill, I've got to tell you. I've got a little
Yes.
chill. It's fantastic.
I I have a quick brownie story if you want to hear it.
Sure.
One time, a brownie that we had living with us
Mm-hmm.
moved very quickly when none of us were at home.
Okay.
And our dog at the time, his name was Teddy.
Mm-hmm.
We have a new dog now, but our old dog Teddy did not know what was happening. He
Okay.
saw the brownie, he chomped at it, and the brownie as you know, if a brownie is ever in danger, they turn to stone
Yeah. Yeah.
and they just break.
Yeah.
They just break. So when we came home, we saw Teddy, we saw the brownie, and we really were upset.
Oh my goodness.
Do you know who we called? My
There you
mother-in-law.
go. Did she tell you how to fix it?
She knew exactly what to do.
Yep.
She gave us instructions. We wrapped it very carefully. We couldn't touch it
Yep. Yep.
because the brownie soul flew off, but
Yep.
we had to collect everything. We had to send it to you.
Yep.
We sent it to you,
Yep.
and you know what your wonderful staff did? They sent us a new brownie.
Yes.
Amazing.
Well, and the brownie, when that happens to a brownie, we do get them back to the North Pole, but then they get to retire. They don't
Yeah.
they've had, so that's why a new brownie will then join your family,
Yes.
because they've earned the right to just relax a little bit at the North Pole, and they become sort of an elder brownie, if you
Ah,
will.
yeah, that's
And so they
nice.
don't travel out, but they do give advice, and they teach the young brownies the different
Mm-hmm.
ways of doing that. So, oh my goodness. Well,
And let me tell you, your letter to us was really helpful
oh, that's
because
nice.
we were worried that our dog Teddy was going to be on the naughty list.
No, never. It's very hard to find any animal that I put on the naughty list,
Yeah.
because it's not. They don't act out of hate or anything like
No.
that. They're just
No, he
they're
was just
curious and
surprised.
surprised and a little startled. So,
Yeah.
yep.
And so I really thank you for helping us out
No,
there.
absolutely. Absolutely. But,
Yep.
well, oh my goodness. Those stories are so great, Dr. Moore. I love those. I love
Oh,
those.
brownies are the best tradition that I have been introduced to, and I just love it. And never having grown up with a brownie, I
Yep.
feel so grateful
Well, that is
that
great.
I know about them now.
That is great. Now you used to have to go to church before opening presents.
Yeah.
And your husband had a different tradition. What did you do with your family after you got married and the children?
Oh,
What's the deal with that?
well, they have to wait until they have to wait until we have some coffee going.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, we have to it's just right down as soon as they get up, we get everyone up and we get down there to see what you've left, and then we get some coffee, and when we become a little human again,
There you
the
go.
adults,
Okay.
we can start opening the
There
presents.
you go. No, I love
Yeah.
that. I love that. So let me jump to a different question then now.
Sure.
So some people will wait till the day after Thanksgiving to decorate.
Uh-huh.
Some will wait till December 1st.
Hmm.
Some now, I've even seen some decorating the day after Halloween just because they
Okay.
want the spirit and they want it longer with them, which I
Hmm.
understand. And I mean,
Yes.
we're decorated all year long at the pole.
Of course,
So,
of course.
but what is your status regarding when you decorate and go from there?
Santa, I'm glad you asked me this question. It can be controversial, can't it? I bet you've
Very controversial. And there's no
yes.
wrong answer.
No, no,
There's
no,
no
no.
wrong answer.
So in our household, after Thanksgiving, it's fair game.
Okay.
Okay? So it doesn't have to, for us, it doesn't have to be that weekend that we start.
Okay.
But the next weekend after, I would say we're comfortably ready
All
to
right.
start decorating.
Okay. Good.
Okay? So
Yep.
we're not ahead
Mm-hmm.
of Thanksgiving. We're not right after, but we're comfortably in that first or second week of December.
Okay. All right. Very
Mhm.
good. Very good. No, so
Yep.
it's not when Mariah is released and starts playing. I know that's a cue for a lot of people when they hear her on the radio. It means
Yes.
it's Christmas time. And but no,
Right.
that's the after Thanksgiving thing is a very solid decision, and a
Yes.
lot of people do that. So very very normal. And are you a real tree person, or are you a designer tree? We call them designer trees now, not artificial trees.
Oh,
Are
okay.
you
We are
real
a
or
designer
designer?
tree.
Okay,
We are designer.
good.
We used to be a real tree
Hmm.
family for a long time, but for some reason, I forget why, allergies or one of our dogs, we went to designer tree.
Gotcha. Okay.
Hmm.
Yep. Nothing wrong with that. Makes life a lot easier in some ways. You don't have to water it. You don't have to dispose of
Yeah.
it. You know, a
Hmm.
lot more
Hmm.
people are going that route. And it's amazing how real they look now. I remember back in the 50s, all the
Oh,
silver
yes.
trees made out of tinsel, basically.
Well,
And
one of the trees growing up that we had, it looked almost like cactus-like.
oh my goodness. Okay.
Do you know like
I do know what yep.
the bristles came out
Yep.
like this or something like that?
I do.
Remember
I know
those?
what you're talking about. I've gotten poked by those
Oh
several
no.
times. Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah,
So
you are right. Designer trees have come a long,
they
long way.
really, a lot of them look very, very real.
Mm.
You know, I could do without the fluorescent lighting on some of them, but
Oh.
they do look very real. You know, but
Mm-hmm.
they're also safer. You know, the light bulbs don't get as hot as they used to.
Mm-hmm.
Not real candles like they originally started with in Germany
Right.
and England. So much safer, which is makes me very happy, especially the little ones around. But
Exactly.
now, are you a movie person or a TV person at all? I know you're a
Yes.
story person.
Well, watching films and TV, I mean, they're just
Okay.
stories,
Yep.
but they're
True.
yeah, they're
True.
there. I love the OG Rankin
Yep.
Bass,
Very good.
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Rudolph, Santa Claus is coming to town. The Year Without a
All
Santa
those.
Claus, wonderful. Frosty, well, Frosty's more of a cartoon,
Yeah.
but the Rankin Bass are just classics.
Classic. I grew up on them, and those will always be like quintessential
Hmm.
Christmas movies. And my modern day classic is, of course, Elf, and I just love that film.
That is
That is
that
great.
quickly became a true classic. I mean, they did
True
such a
classic.
great job. That kind of put Will Ferrell on the nice list forever.
I think so.
Because he did such an amazing job on that movie, and it's so fun
Yeah.
and cute and heartwarming. You can't go wrong. But the Rankin Bass, you know, one of our guests told me about, and I'm gonna have to look it up and get back to you with it. A book about the making of the Rankin Bass movies.
Ooh.
So I'm gonna have to find that. I've got it in my notes from one of our former guests, and I want to look that up because I think you might enjoy that if you like the Rankin Bass.
That's really
Um,
awesome.
I would love to have some of the original, you know, claymation characters, but I don't know if they even
Ooh.
exist anymore.
Oh my goodness. Can you imagine? They'd be
I
collector
I think
items.
there was something that a secretary like took them home or something, and then kept them in
Wow.
a attic for a long time, and a lot of them got destroyed, unfortunately. But oh, good choices.
Thank
I
you.
appreciate that. Good choices. Very well done,
Hmm.
Dr. Moore. Let's talk
Hmm.
cookies because that is
Okay.
obviously one of my favorite things. Of course.
Okay.
Do you have a favorite Christmas cookie?
Okay. You're going to think maybe this is a little boring,
Okay.
but I love just the regular cutout sugar cookie.
Hmm.
All right? And I've got this great recipe by Alton Brown that I use every year. And we have the dough, and you can make them in infinite kinds of shapes. You can
Absolutely.
decorate them as you want. I think it's a beautiful canvas for you to
Ooh.
create whatever Christmas
I like how
cookie
you're
you want.
describing that as a canvas. It is art. It is art.
It
It can be
is.
art. Absolutely.
And that to me signals, all right, we're getting in Christmas season because in my family growing up, we had a weekend before Christmas, 2 weekends before Christmas, we would have the cookie making weekend.
Hmm.
And we would make all sorts of cookies, and
Okay.
sugar cookies were one of them. But we
Gotcha.
had special cookies, and I am Slovak by heritage, and we had some really nice kiffles and nut tossies
Hmm.
and these wonderful flaky bow tie kind of pastry cookies called
I
charegis.
think you left some of those out for me one time. If
Oh,
I'm not,
really?
I think you did.
I I probably
I have a
did.
vague memory of when you were a child getting a cookie like that.
Yeah, we love to bring. Oh, of course, every year we leave stuff out for
Oh,
you.
absolutely. And you're fantastic, and I appreciate it, and the reindeer appreciate it. But I think you left some of those bow tie cookies kind of
Oh,
out
those
for
bow
us.
tie ones are
Oh,
really good.
yes. You don't get a lot of those nowadays. So if you
No,
happen
no,
to
no,
this year
no.
come across one or two, I wouldn't say no to it. I'm just saying I
Santa,
wouldn't
all
say
you have
no.
to do is ask. I'll
Well,
put them out for you
I
this
don't want to
year.
sound needy and spoiled and ungrateful. But if you just happen to come across one, I certainly wouldn't turn it down.
Santa, for
Um,
you, I will do
I
anything. Of
so
course,
appreciate that.
I'll try and get some Chereggies out there for you.
I
Yep.
appreciate that. Now, how about let's go to music. Do you have a favorite Christmas song?
Well, we love to listen to Christmas music as we are decorating.
Sure.
That's one of our favorite things. And I just love, okay, you're going to think maybe this is silly, but I love Alvin and the Chipmunks, the Christmas is here
Oh,
song.
yes.
I just love
That's
it.
the first, you are the first guest to actually bring that one up. So good for
But
you.
the one who still wants a hula hoop and they're
Mm-hmm.
singing in harmony and they're brothers and they still have a contentious
Yep.
relationship. I mean, come on.
No,
It's
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 good.
entertainment.
It's
It's
good. And
good.
Alvin, yeah, Alvin always getting in trouble and getting yelled because he stopped singing. Yep. Absolutely.
I don't know, maybe I like that so much because there is such a story behind that song.
Right. Right.
And I'm just imagining what's happening with them. I don't know, but that's my favorite, believe it
Okay,
or not.
very good. That's a good. Hey, like there's no wrong answers. You like what you like,
That's
and
right.
some
That's
people like
right.
Mariah, some like the barking dogs doing jingle bells, and some like Alvin and the Chipmunks. So, I'm a fan of all Christmas music. We have it all playing up at the North Pole. So,
Oh, of course. Then there's
it's
so much Christmas music to listen to. So you've got
absolutely,
absolutely a lot.
absolutely. So,
Hmm.
two more questions for you, Dr. Moore.
Yes.
First of all, let me ask. Do you have a favorite present, either given or received, that comes to mind from over the years? And it could be
Well,
either one.
okay. I'm going to I'm going to say a gift that I received,
Okay.
and I have it actually on. I have this
I'm
little
looking down for a minute to see it.
yep, it
Oh, a little
is.
owl. Beautiful.
I love owls,
Okay.
Santa. And you know that.
I
You've
do.
given
I've
me
brought you
lots of
owls over the years.
always.
Well, the wise owl, just like a wise Dr. Moore.
That's right. It's a reminder, well, why I love owls is that it's a reminder to me to be wise,
Mm-hmm.
to always think about, wisdom. And sometimes that's a little bit different from acting on impulse, just to be calm and think about some things before I do them.
Mm-hmm.
But this was given to me actually pretty recently last Christmas.
Nice.
And my husband gave me this
Oh, that's so sweet.
necklace because he knows how much I love owls. And sometimes when you like a thing, people latch on to that and give
Mm-hmm.
you all sorts of things
Yes.
related to that.
Yes.
And once they have a theme, they'll keep
They
doing
keep
it.
going with it.
Exactly. So
Yep.
I have received many owl things in the past, but this one is very special because I can wear it every day. And I don't know, it feels good to when I touch it. It
Yep.
has a nice feel to it, and I think it looks pretty as well.
It really does. And your husband gave it to you. So what a
And
lovely
that
memory.
someone special gave it to me.
Exactly. That's fantastic.
And that's
So,
what you want from a present,
absolutely. Absolutely.
given with love and received with love and
Absolutely.
with a really nice meaning behind it too.
That is fantastic. Well done to
Mhm.
your husband. So,
I'll tell him so, Santa.
absolutely. Tell him I may reach out for some ideas of what I can give Mrs. Claus this year. So,
Oh,
he sounds
okay.
like a
He
good
would,
gift giver.
mhm, yes, he is.
Good,
Yes, he
good, good,
is.
good. Okay, so now, Dr. Moore, what do you have
Yeah.
going on in your life? Do you have any upcoming things or anything you would really like to talk about? I like to give my guests a minute or two to talk about what's important to them.
Well, Santa, I am doing a storytelling workshop at the Ice House in Bethlehem,
Okay.
not far away from your shop in
Mm-hmm.
Bethlehem.
Yep.
And it's going to be on November 15th
Okay.
from 10:30 in the morning to noon.
Okay.
And what is special about this storytelling workshop is that we're not only going to read stories and have fun with stories and have them jump out of the book and make them come alive, but we're also doing a food drive for the Hispanic Center of the Lehigh Valley.
Oh, that's lovely.
And I am super excited to partner with them in getting some food in that food pantry.
That is great. That is such a great initiative.
So if you come to the Ice House on November 15th and you bring some food, we're going to get that to the food pantry, and I'm super excited. And
Well,
also, you could hear some stories
there you
and
go.
have fun.
There you go. Well, I hope people will listen and do that. Really important, and you're having great stories, but also while giving back to the community, and so needed in today's
Absolutely.
world. So well done, you, Dr.
Absolutely.
Moore. That is
Oh,
fantastic.
thank you, Santa.
So, last question now before we go.
Yes.
Do you have a Christmas wish for this year? Either for you, for your family, for your friends, for the world? Do you have any Christmas wish that you'd like to end with?
I do, Santa. And I think it's just a reminder. I wish that everyone will be kind to each other and be generous to each other.
Mm-hmm. Very good.
And why the food drive? The food drive reminds me of the fact that not everyone always feels that they have kindness in their lives, and not everyone feels that they have a lot of things around them, not having a lot to eat, or not having, um, secure housing, or, feeling warm and fuzzy inside. Sometimes people don't have that.
Mm-hmm.
And so my Christmas wish is that we be kind to each other and we help everyone out that we can. That's my Christmas wish. And that's pretty good for thinking about the whole year around, but especially at Christmas.
Yep.
I think we really do like to think about our neighbors and the people that we love.
Absolutely. Well, that's a
Hmm.
great way to end this podcast, Dr. Moore. Thank you so much for your Christmas wish. And thank you for being a guest. I truly enjoyed your stories. I'm going to go check in on the Brownies right now, actually, and see how they're doing, and mention your family's name, and I'm sure it'll bring a big smile to their faces.
Oh,
So,
Santa, that means a lot to me. Thank you.
absolutely. Well, Merry Christmas, Dr. Moore. Thank you for being a guest, and we'll talk to you soon, okay?
Thank you, Santa. Merry
You too,
Christmas.
Dr. Moore. Thank you.